All right, all right, all right. I am doing the live stream thing. We're gonna sit on this table because currently I am testing if this will hold weight, okay? About 160 pounds is what I weigh. I think we're good. We have this big boy here. I have chat here. My girlfriend is on chat over there, so we'll try to get that working. We have people putting military time in chat because they want to make me suffer, I guess. Astrum is here. Welcome back to the stream, Astrum. Building a Voron 2.4. Congrats on that. I still want to build a Voron eventually, but I have not done that. Jordan, do we have audio? We have audio, right? We're good? Okay, yeah. Making sure we don't have the audio situation from the last stream. But, yeah. It was kind of an eventful day today in terms of getting this big thing. Can we see it on the stream? Let me fix something over here really quick so I can actually witness what is going on. So make sure we can see. Okay. So, what we have here is an H2D. Bambu Labs, I reached out to them when the H2C came out, and I was like, hey, can you send me an H2C? And they were like, we actually think an H2D would make more sense for what I do. It has dual nozzles, so you can swap between the colors easier, and it's technically faster than the H2C, right? So they sent me this, and then it was supposed to get here on Monday, went out for delivery on Sunday, didn't ever come because we got like snowstorm. Monday came around and it didn't ever come either, so I eventually called FedEx, was able to go down and pick it up. So we now have this. I don't know if chat is working because are people chatting over there? Because I'm not getting, okay, yeah, I'm not getting updates. There we go. Okay, we are good. Now I can see chat. I have like a weird setup. I'm trying to do a little better on these like live things here. But you potato, you just have to subtract 12 from military time. It's not that bad. Don't underestimate my lack of skills when it comes to mathematics, okay? I cannot, no, I'm not doing that. So, what else we got here? Wine, Balatro, and a Joe Scotto stream. Perfect evening. What is Balatro? I feel like is that food? I feel like that's food. But I think what we're gonna do here is just kind of jump in. So I'm gonna grab a knife wherever I have that. Got my nice blade here. You know, my frightening X-Acto blade type thing. I hate these knives. They scare the hell out of me all the time. But yeah, we're gonna try getting into this box. She's gonna help me, and then Balatro is a card game with crazy rules. Video game only. Yeah, I don't get too deep into card games other than like blackjack. That's about it. Like easy to play games, I guess. But what?
I checked GPT that you won't like this game. Maybe I can look at it.
We'll take a look. 10:30 p.m. UK. Yeah, little bit of a later stream today than usual too. Probably some people that aren't normally in my streams will be here today, which is going to be kind of interesting. We'll see if we get some new people here. But we're just going to try to get this set up, and hopefully I am praying that the delivery gods were on my side this time. It was a pain getting it, but it looks to be in good condition overall, so I don't think, knock on wood, that there's not going to be any damage on this. But if there is, I think it will be something minor, like maybe we'll need a replacement door or something. But we will take a look. 3:30 p.m. Arizona. Yeah, that time is about right. Oh my God. Moving this thing is torture. We have some quick start guides. We have our accessory box. Is this the... So we have a spool holder in here. You guys can see that. We have a spool holder, all our little tubes and stuff, which doesn't really matter because I have so many printers down here that I have this stuff anyway, so whatever, but it comes with that. And then we will figure out how to get this out of here without dying. So let's see what we can do here. Let's get off this top stuff. I gotta say, so far the packaging on this one is better than the P1S when I got it. Overall, I mean, it's like kind of really in here. What do I take? What do I do here? What am I doing? Let's just come out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Is chat lagging again? Are more people chatting? Because the okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I'm just making sure because my iPad likes to delay sometimes. These will go over there. For now, we will deal with those later. But let's see. Can we take? Maybe you know what? I'm gonna. This is very big and expensive. I'm gonna actually take a look at the quick start guide to make sure there isn't a specific way you're supposed to open this, because I don't really want to drop a expensive one. No, the manuals are not for quitters here. And actually, that's nice because look at all Look at all the stickers we got. Got a ton of stickers here. What else we got? Let's see. Quick start guide. Okay, let's see. There's probably a specific way to lift this thing. There's a video, but I am not going to look at that. That's too much effort. I might actually have to look at that. Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Yes, so there is directions. Let me get closer. Don't injure yourself. We'll find out. We'll see how we go. There are... Can we see that? It's so bright. Quick start guide. So we will figure this out. Keep package material for shipping. Yeah, we might do that. Take out the accessory box and remove the surrounding cardboard, foam, and tape. Okay, so I do remove this, I guess. I think so. Okay, yeah, it's just like, it's kind of like clipped on here. So we'll take that out. That comes up. There's foam on. Oh my god, this thing is massive. Oh my god. Okay, so how do we lift this out? Take that off. There's surrounding cardboard. Oh, this thing is packaged very nicely. It's like a kind of like a puzzle getting this thing out of here. Yeah. Oh my god. No, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Okay, that comes out. So this can go. Toss that to you. Go over there. It's like just hot on something. Hold on. Today on stream, I figured out how to unbox a printer. Remove the packaging. Am I just dumb and don't know how to take a printer out of a box right now? I mean, no, I got it. There's like this piece, it's kind of like... My dad just texted me saying, cut the box. I'm not going to do that because I need this thing when I move. I'm supposed to keep these boxes intact because this is how you move them. But I think this thing's just caught on something. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. There's this foam in there. And then... Hold on. Was about this time last year I was unboxing my A1. The Bambu Lab instructions were a joy, so much easier than my first printer. A 13-year-old Ultimaker 2 I got from Gumtree for 20 euros. Yeah, Ultimaker, you got an Ultimaker 2 for 20 euros? That's actually kind of surprising. That's kind of crazy, but yeah, probably about a year ago I got my A1 also. Bambu Lab sent me a P1S. I ordered an A1 about a year ago, and then literally the day after I ordered, they reached out saying they wanted to sponsor some of my stuff, and then they, I told them to send me a P1S because I just bought the A1, so I got a P1S and an A1 at the same time. Can anyone tell me why Ultimakers are still expensive? Even the plywood ones are from 18 years ago. That's not euros. Oh, pounds. Yeah, my bad. Hang on. No. We're gonna figure this out. Hold on. Close enough. Yeah, no, pounds. Am I just... You know what? I'm going to do what they say and I'm going to scan the QR code and take a look at the unboxing guide because I really do not want to drop a massive printer today. So let's take a look at their wiki.bambu labs H2D unboxing guide. Look at that. Amazing. They have a video guide that will show me how to take this thing out of the box. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's even got nice music. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm probably really dumb here. I just realized something. I'm dumb. I am dumb. There's these clips on the bottom that you're supposed to remove. Let me take a look at how we do these. Pretty interesting stream so far, I know. Just, we'll get to the good stuff. Let me see if I can take these off down here, because once I get these off, I should be able to lift it up. There we go. Yeah, so these come off, and then we can actually take off the entire box. These just fling that over there. Perfect. Over here. I am invisible currently. There we go. Okay, there we go. Those are off, and then I should be able to... Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Okay. Put this over here for now. Let's see what we got here. Mine needed a new screen. I never really got the bed leveled well. I still have about 2.75 mil. Oh, it's 2.75 millimeter filament? Weird. Yeah, that seems obnoxious. Okay. Tape. Oh yeah, look at that. Remove this tape. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Is there tape on the back? Yep, there's tape here. So it turns out that's what it's caught on. Turns out. There we go. Let's see. Do we have a glass door? Glass is intact. Let's go. That's what I like to see. Take that off. It's over here. All right. Now we find out the next step. So let's see. Never owned a Bambu and never will. I will ship of thesis. I think you have spelled correct there, but I guess you're saying you'll use Voron until you die. I still want to build a Voron. I really want to. Maybe I'll reach out to some of the like Chinese manufacturers and see if they'll send me a kit, because that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, let's keep going here and catch my breath from moving around all this much. Let's see what we do to lift this out. Take off the plastic. And then team lift. Okay, simple enough. Let's get to the fun part of lifting this thing. I believe the machine itself weighs like 70 pounds, which is hefty. The entire package was 94 pounds. Anything that... Okay, let's talk then for a second. Anything about the H2D that you're particularly excited about for mechanical keyboards? So I don't have an example down here. Well, I can grab this really quick. Coming through. All right, so let's talk about why I have an H2D. Mainly because I reached out to Bambu Labs when they had the H2C release, and I was like, hey, send me an H2C, and they're like, we think the H2D would be better for your use case. So my use case in particular is stuff like this with dual colors, right? This has dual nozzles on it, so we could basically load a filament in each nozzle and then print keycaps without all that purge material, and then it should be faster. Out of breath again, happens a lot on these like moving streams. I'm also kind of very excited right now, but it will allow us to print them a little bit faster, hopefully, as long as the slicer calculations are wrong from what I was testing, because it seemed to be a little bit slower. But I read that you have to have the machine actually hooked up to get the accurate time estimation, so we'll see that. But we should be able to load a single color in each nozzle, and then we won't have as much purge material, basically just a little purge block instead of all the like poops that the other machines make, and it should be faster. So that's the goal with this. And it is a little bigger, but that's not really the biggest thing with me, because I mean, my keyboards are small. They fit on a normal like 220 by 220 print bed, so I'm not too concerned about that. But let me catch my breath for a second, because I'm kind of like excited, and it always happens when I do these like live streams when I'm moving around and stuff, is I just get out of breath and like dead, and it's just I have to find a way to slow my excitement and slow my roll a little bit. But let's see what we have here. Can we see this on? Let me push this over a little bit. Well, put it right about here. Okay, so let me clear off the table here, and I actually have something on this table really cool that I want to show off too, because it's been down here for a while. This is an Iris Revision 1. This is my first ever mechanical keyboard. Not the keycaps, I had different ones on it, but this is Zelio's V2s in there. You can see steel plates, custom side panels. First ever keyboard that I had that kind of like started it all way back when. And then I moved into corns and stuff from that, but put that over there. move these off of here, move all the starter materials and stuff up to here. Someone is texting me. My dad texted me that was mine. I gave him this keyboard. He's watching my stream right now, but I gave him this keyboard a while ago, and he never used it, so I just kind of moved it back down here. If you want it back dead, you can have it, but I don't think you're gonna use it, so maybe it does. I don't know. Find out. All right, let's do this then. Let's lift this onto the table. Let's lift this up. Let me see how this. Oh, I can't do this. No, I can't do this myself. Let's see. I think we lift it from the bottom. Yeah. Okay. So I think there's like supposed to be these handles on the way bottom. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So come over here. Now is the time that I hope it fits on this also. So we'll find out. There's a handle right here.
Yeah, I see.
So you grab that and then grab it by the top in here and we'll just lift. Right? Easy. All right, I'm on here. Bring it back. Oh, it fit. Those dimensions that I got were, the dimensions I got were completely wrong. This fits perfectly. We now have it on the table. Success. What else is in here? Have anything else? It does not look like it. Okay, cool. Let me put this over here for now. That was actually surprisingly easy to get on here. These brands really know how to find you, something to work towards with my channel. So yeah, I mean, they kind of do just find you when you get a big enough following. I think the reason that a lot of companies actually like my stuff in particular is that, let me fix this angle too, so it's not like a torso leg stream. Let me just, there we go, perfect. So I think what a lot of the brands like with my stuff is that I don't do like the general reviews of stuff. I actually use them to make projects. Specifically like my CNC video that went live today actually, is that I built a project with it. You know, I don't care about the specs of the machine. I care if they can do what I want them to do, which I guess that technically does mean I care about the specs of the machine. But for the most part, I just want them to be able to do things that I want them to do, right? And this one has a purpose of printing keycaps because it has dual nozzles. So at this point too, I think that it's pretty self-explanatory how to open this up. Let's get this off here. This should be the glass lid. Make sure I don't break this. So that's the glass top. I'm going to put that right here for now, off camera. There is an AMS in here. What is this? Sweet, I'll check it later. Looking forward to seeing what you do with it. Plus run to the Voron build. Very satisfying when it comes to life for the first time. Ship of Theasing is... I don't know what that is. Is that a Voron term, that Theasing or whatever it is? I feel like that's a Voron term that I just don't know. There's a stack of cardboard over there. You can just stay there. Let's see. CNC Beyond, I assume they just reach out to you by email. At least that's how it works for me. Yeah, they basically just email me. Specifically with the Carveras, actually, the Makera devices, I reach out to them because I wanted it for a purpose. And they were like, sure, we'll send it to you. So that's how that one kind of worked out too, which was really nice. But let's take a look here. Thesis. Oh, thesis. Is that what it is? Words hard, okay. All right. I can get this door off here. Well, try not to have an Uncle Jesse where I slam the door and smash it into a million pieces. I remember that with his video when he released that. And the door just flung off and broke everywhere. Shipathesis is a Greek myth about if you replace every part of the ship, it's still the same ship. I guess, yeah, if you replace the same part of everything, it is the same ship, right? Hence the eternal modding. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here, but how complicated is it to take off plastic, right? Am I wrong? But yeah, I mean, my overall goal with this machine too is that I am going to finally do a keycap video where I actually discuss the different ways you can kind of do multicolor keycaps. I mean, this is kind of like the pinnacle of what you can do for multicolor keycaps is with dual nozzles. But of course, there are different methods to do them on basically any printer you could have. You don't even need like an AMS or something. You could just do it without that. But there's like trade-offs with every way, basically. What am I doing here? There we go. Yeah, no, the Makera CNCs, I really like them. Like, I say in my new video actually came out today about them, is that they're like the Bambu of the CNC world, at least for what I've used. I mean, I've only used their CNCs, right? But the way they kind of have them set up, I mean, they just kind of work. So it's like, whatever. They're really good. But yeah, I really like the Makera CNCs. I've been really impressed with the Z1 too. Like, the Z1's really great. Okay, so we got this up here. It's up there. We took off the top. Okay. Unboxing the AMS. Unlock the AMS2 Pro. Okay, so what's really nice with these, you can't really see, but inside of here, that is the AMS, right? So they always ship them like inside, which is super nice, but we have to unlock it. They call it unlocking the AMS2. So use the longer H2 Allen keys. Let's open up our accessory box. We have some accessories. Let me do these over here. There is a long 2mm, I'm assuming it's this one, the 2mm Allen key. Okay, so there's 4 screws marked in red. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what's also nice with the Bambu Labs printers, is that they're just super easy to get up and running with. They just kind of work, which is what I like. I mean, I used to be big into 3D printing as a hobby, but then as I started doing the keyboard stuff more, I just want a device that prints my designs, right? Like, I don't want to mess with the printers, right? I want to just print what I want to build. And that's what Bambu Labs has enabled me to do. I'm not the biggest fan of the controller software of the Z1, mainly due to the layout of it, and the beta firmware has quite some bugs in it. I like the machine though. I haven't had any issues with the beta firmware other than it's not compatible with my Air right now, which has kind of been annoying because I run both machines. So I have to have one controller installed on my Windows computer, and then I have to have the Z1 controller on the other computer. But my contact at Makera did tell me that that's going to be fixed very soon, specifically when it releases, like after the Kickstarter. So I will be able to not have to worry about that. But for now, it's kind of just kind of how it is, unfortunately. Okay, so we do that. I'm going to need a scissor. Snip, snip. Let's see. Detach the 2 plastic parts from the top. Okay, let's detach these. Oh, this one's already broken. Weird, okay. Wait. There's a screw in there. And is that one screwed in also? That's my question. So this one's screwed in. USB does not work. 3D probe does not work. The prototype units are limited in speed. Camera does not work. Had some weird things with doing E-stop. Unlock and then it just moved without checking Z. Yeah, the camera not working. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. I know that was a thing they were talking about on the pre-production of it. But the stuff I do, so I think my use case is a little bit different too in terms of the machines, right? Is that I don't technically push them to their limits, right? And I mentioned that in my review videos of this stuff a lot, is that, you know, keyboards aren't like super complicated when you really think about it, especially like a plate on a CNC. Like milling a keyboard plate on a CNC is pretty simple. It's not really that complex. So I don't really push the machines to their limits. So I don't find a lot of those bugs, which is why I always mention that there's better people out there to kind of review them than me. But I just wanted to do what I want to do, you know, like make my things. But let's see how we get this out really quick. Okay, so there's a screw. And carefully take out the AMS2 Pro. I feel like I might have just broke something, but we'll find out. This is out. So there is the AMS2 Pro, basically the AMS1, except it has a dryer feature in it, and I think they improved the motors to not die as easily. And then there's like ceramic in here. The actual feeders are ceramic now, so they won't wear down as easily. Not that that's an issue for mine. I mean, I just run PLA, so not really a big deal, but it's nice that they did that on the newer one. Take out this foam, walk this all the way over to the box of garbage over here. Just a big box of foam and stuff. Let's see what else we got here. So we got that out. And then there should be 4 screws on this one. On the bottom. Okay, so we don't take out the foam under the heat bed yet. So we just take out the 4 screws inside of here to release the build plate, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's a piece of plastic here. Hopefully my mic doesn't sound weird, but I'm kind of inside the printer right now. I am curious to see your teardown video of that. I'm curious to see what you find. I don't tear down these machines unless I absolutely have to, because it goes back to, like I said before, that my hobby now is building the keyboards, right? My hobby isn't working on these things. Whenever I'm working on them, I'm not building keyboards. That's what is annoying to me. So I like machines that just kind of work. But I am curious to see. KRO Labs, hey, well, hello there. You are a name I have not seen in chat before, so I'm assuming this new time, well, this time on this stream at least, is working for you. Boom, can go over there, perfect. Where are these screws here? Alright, these screws right here suck. These are so... Well, maybe not that bad, actually. Hold on. I might just be dumb. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, no. They're fine. They're fine. They're moderately fine. But you have a high likelihood of scratching the auxiliary fan here with the Allen key they give you. So they kind of are in a kind of crappy area. I mean, they're just kind of where they need to be. But they are, like, kind of tucked away. So, going out. What do we have here? Astrum. I totally understand wanting a machine that just prints. I love it when I have a machine that just prints without any issue, but I need a machine to be mine and trusted. Open source designs are all I touch. That's fair. This is an argument I've actually gotten into a lot on my stream with different people. It's kind of like the Mac versus PC argument in a way. There's people that want to tinker with stuff, and there's people that don't. And I kind of fall in the I don't want to tinker boat, you know? Like, when I want to tinker with the stuff I want to, but, like, my printers are a tool. You know, I just want them to. I don't want to lose that screw, first of all. Let me get a tweezer. Like, I just don't want to tinker with my printers. I just want them to... I just want to print my keyboards and my keycaps. That's what I want to do with them. But there is this plastic piece out of there now. And then this can kind of go over here. What else we got on here? There's no harm in not wanting to tinker. Yeah, I mean, there's some people out there that argue there is harm in that, but I don't know. I just like being able to make stuff. Okay. Use to remove the 4 screws marked in red to remove the 4 screws to unlock the dedicated wham. The 4 screws marked in red. Yeah, wham. So there's 4 screws locking this down. Is there a shorter? There might be a shorter one of this, actually. Hold on. It's the same size because it has... No, it's not. Okay. Grab this. Let me put that in there so I can see. It's gets really deep in here. There we go. They are kind of annoying just how they're positioned. I wish I could show this a little bit more on here, but how much dedicated WAM does that machine have? I don't know, but I'm guessing it's probably 1 to 2 gigs, I would think. Would make sense, maybe. Maybe more, actually. I don't know. But I do know the reason the P1S didn't have a fast camera was because of its limited board speed, basically. Not that that necessarily has to do with RAM, but... Let's see. There's that piece back here. So that can come off. And there should be 2 more screws. Right here is one. I started tinkering, but it never led to anything usable. Now I have a printer that just works and is enabled so many other things. One of those will be to print parts for a printer to tinker with. I mean, that's fair, honestly. Now that you have a printer that works, you can print a printer to tinker with. Let's get this screw out. This one's kind of really in here. It should be out. I'm getting grease from this lead screw all over my hand right now, too. Feel that all over, which is wonderful. Take that one out, and there should be one right here. And then we should be able to power this on afterwards. Don't drop this. Oh man, I'm so excited to actually use this thing too. Like the dual nozzles, it should make my prints faster. The slicer estimates on it weren't as crazy fast. It was actually slower than the AM, like the single nozzle units. But I found things online that said that is because the dual nozzle needs to be connected to the actual machine to tell you how fast it will actually be. So that's what I'm curious about once I get this on and ready. But it should be about half an hour because we have to run the calibration on it. But let's make sure that we have everything ready on it. So we have the 4 screws removed. And then we have to clip all the things here. Let me just make sure. Cut and remove 4 zip ties. 1, 2, I think it's missing one. I think one fell off. So I will just cut those. Let me see where I put my scissors. On the table? Oh, thank you. Cut this one. One. I only see 2. Yeah. There's 2. I think that's all we got, actually. Oh, there's foam here. Here, catch. Hey, that was a terrible throw. My bad. I think we're good. There's only 2 I saw. What's this say? Please remove before use. There's another thing here. I don't know if I'm supposed to remove this stuff, but I don't think it's going to break if I remove it now, so it's probably fine. There should be one more piece of foam in here. Please remove this foam. Okay, how? That presses down. That presses down. Okay, so we'll take those out. The little light that I'm blinding myself with. All right, let's see what we got. There were supposed to be 2 zip ties on the left here, but they weren't on there, so I'm guessing those just popped off in shipping. I got the 2 on the right, though, so, I mean, everything's moving freely, so I think we're okay. Let's move to the next one. Let's see what... If you're just printing in 2 colors without the need to purge and prime, it should be nearly as fast as a single color printing. Can't wait to see it in action. Yes, that's what I have heard. It says that the swap takes about like 7 seconds, I think, for each color versus like 30 or 40 on the other ones, because it does still have to swap the nozzle and then it has to do a purge tower too, just to equalize the pressure inside, but it should be faster. So we'll see. Is this a new, Huh, interesting. Let's see what we have here. Okay, unlock the tool head. Okay, let's put the top glass on. I think I have everything out of there now. Let me just remove some of these. I think these are like, actually, I think these are kind of smart. These are like anti-scratch stickers for the screw removal, so that it wouldn't scratch those. But let's grab the top glass. I'm off camera right now. Let me try to get over here. Well, go. Take that. And on like my P1S, I don't need a glass riser because this does have an auto vent that opens up here for PLA, which is nice. Let's see. All right, let's put the AMS up top. So we'll just take this and put it on here. This thing is massive. Like,
What's that picture of?
yeah, I should actually get a new one regarding this too. Look next to this thing. I make it close enough.
That's why you didn't do.
What's in here? Remove tape and outer packaging. Okay, so we have desiccant packs. I will have to print some desiccant holders for this one too, just like I run in my other one, but I'm always a say or two with the whole filament moisture thing. It's not really that big a deal most of the time. At least most of the time, right? But it does have these 2 packs that I will just kind of pop in there. And I really like on this, actually, this is something they changed from the first generation. So if we look in there, you can see the PTFE tubes. So when they clog, if they ever do, it's only ever happened to me once on my other one, but they're easier to access. Whereas on the original AMS, you have to like take the whole thing apart, which is a massive pain to do. I'm going to say massive. It's not like the biggest thing in the world, but it does involve, you know, 10-15 minutes to kind of pop off the bottom and gain access and reassemble it. All right. This should be my cable in here. And also should be my, yeah, PTFE for the back of it. So we have a plug here that I think, I don't think we need this. Well, no, this is actually the printer plug. I don't need that one because I have one already. We have the actual connection cable and then some other tubing. That should just go from right there. All right, let's take a look here. It's like a stream where I just pause and read stuff now. Take out the PTFE tube from the accessory box. This is one. Do I have another one in here? Because this one doesn't feel very flexible. I think we're just going to use this one. Let's find out. Let's see. No, that's pretty fine. Oh, no, it is this one. I'm just being dumb. It is this one right here. So we'll plug this into the top right nozzle. What am I doing? It's going in there all the way. Okay, so that goes in there. So that pops in, and then we can plug the AMS actually into that. Kind of winging this right now, if I'm being honest. I'm not like reading it too closely because it's pretty much the same process as the other printers, but just taking out this cable. I really just want to get this thing on. I just want to start printing with it. Plug this in. Plugs in there. And then I will have to figure out the hoop in the back where it can go. I'll have to make like a thing for it, I think, but plug in. Okay, I think we are hooked up now. All right, let's look here. Yep, that's plugged in. Everything's plugged into there. Desiccant packs are in. Let's put the external spool holder on. Let's see, how is this going? Does this just pop on, or does this have a screw? I don't think this even has a screw. I think this literally just goes on. that right? Which way does it go, though? That's the question. Okay, no, that's just how it goes on. It just literally pops on the side. That's nice, actually. Cool. So that goes on there. And then there is a small PT... Okay, interesting. Then the PTFE from this goes into that nozzle. Wish you guys could see this, but it's basically just tubing running into the printer. And then there is a safety key. Where is the safety key? There's a safety key on the rear panel. Oh, right here. So it has this thing here, which is a safety key. Because this printer does support a laser also, which my thoughts of that, I don't like that it supports a laser because laser is dangerous, but also you don't want smoke and stuff all inside of a precision machine like a printer, but it needs this to run, so you have to plug this into the back. So we will pop this out, and there is a little plug back here that basically you just pop the safety key into, and it will allow the printer to actually turn on. If I can find how that plugs in. There we go. So that plugs in there. I'll plug in the power. One more thing back here to remove. There's actually the last thing, which is probably the filter. There's a filter inside. So let's see, where's the filter? I think it's right here. Let me see if the manual mentions anything about that. No, I think we're good. I am just going to send it. I think we are ready to go. Power on. Be ready to power it off in case it makes really weird noises. Astra, my favorite thing about lasers is that if you slip up once, you go permanently blind. Yeah, basically. That's why I don't like lasers, is making noise. I just don't like lasers. Okay, so we select my region, north of the Americas. We connect to my internet. Let me just block it here so no one can see. So that will now connect us to the internet. I can also pair it to my app and we should be good to go. I don't know why there's tape on the bottom. Tape off. Okay, I can now connect to the Bambu Handy app. There's such a pile of stuff here. Let me see if I can show this right now. Actually, this is kind of ridiculous. There's the pile of printer parts. Just for right now. Let me see if I can punch you guys in also. There, I can probably see a little bit better. All right, use the Bambu Handy app. Oh shit, maybe I don't want someone to be able to see my QR code here and steal my printer. I mean, not that they could, but I mean, probably could actually. But let me just add my new printer. There we go. Okay. Confirm bind. There we go. My optician wants me to go to the laser eye correction route. I really don't trust them. I've heard lots of bad things about laser eye surgery too. That like there's like a new thing with people. No, don't do that. People having issues with it. Those are all removed. Okay, it wants to calibrate it now. So let's actually just allow it to calibrate. Start. Okay, it's just going to calibrate now for like half an hour. So I don't know what to do at this point in the stream because it's basically just going to run. I guess we could just chill for a little bit because I do want to get a print running. I can name it on my, maybe you guys can see, H2D1. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Let me make sure that that's not going to explode. Is that having trouble? I think it might be having trouble. Oh, no, never mind. It was homing and it looked like it was having trouble, but I think we're fine. So, some modules are... Okay, I'm going to have to do a firmware update too, but yeah, it's kind of set up now. No different to having filthy glasses. I mean, I don't know. A botched laser eye surgery would be a little bit different than having filthy glasses, honestly. But that's now going up. Then I can actually remove the foam from the bottom. And yeah, that is doing things now. So, what should we do now? I mean, we don't have many people in this stream. I didn't anticipate many people in this one at all, honestly, because of how late it is and how kind of quick, but... Mine are permanently covered in sawdust. I mean, that makes sense too. But yeah, I don't know what we do at this point in the stream because I kind of just have this thing set up. And then, yeah, I'll just run things to print on it. So I think, honestly, I might just stop the stream now and let it do everything. And then we'll have more streams soon for this year. It is doing things, and it is so cool. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, what I'm going to do, my plan, let me get down here so you guys can see. Head for comparison, but oh, that's so nice. It has a window here I can see in. I'm gonna do a video talking about this and like 3D printed keycaps. That's kind of the goal, is to talk about 3D printed keycaps. Oh, I'm supposed to remove this foam. Hang on. This needs to get out. Okay. There we go. Before it starts calibrations and calibration with foam in there. Anyway, turn up the background music and leave the stream running. I could arguably. You know what? I'm gonna do the whole thing. I'm gonna let it set up, and I'm just gonna clean up right now. I mean, we'll let it do things. Let me punch this in here so you guys can see. It's gonna do things right now, and I'm gonna clean up. Or honestly, I'm not going to clean up. I'm going to take this box and put it over here for another day, I believe. Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's let's just do this. This is like a meme stream, honestly. Every time I do one of these like unboxing streams, this is what it turns into. I could. I mean, after the stuff's picked up probably, but so this is what we have, is a printer, we have a box of garbage, and we're just gonna wait for it to calibrate. It's literally a box of garbage. Yeah, I have to figure out something to do with this, so I'm gonna do this, actually. I'm just gonna plug this back in. Yeah, you can actually, yeah, let's do that. Gotta get that social media content, you know? I don't know what can I do with this though? What do I even do?
You could put it better in the box.
Oh, okay, hold on. I know what I do. Is the stream just, let me punch this back in on the printer here so people can actually see.
Yeah, you're doing so.
You guys can just watch the printer while I clean, and then conversate in chat if you have questions while I figure this out, because oh my god. Oh, actually, wait. It comes with a garbage bag. Perfect. Ah. There we go. Okay, cool. This will actually do what I want it to. Yeah, no, I don't want to do cleaning TikToks. Oh my god. Maybe. Hang on, where'd I put those clips? I have to reassemble the damn box right now. Yeah, this will work. Oh. And I just... Nope, I thought I just got a cardboard paper cut. I did not. Yeah. Big box coming through. It's fine for now. I can go there. Get off this other stuff. My only other concern actually with this printer is that it pulls a lot more power than the other ones. So it does have a possibility to blow a breaker. So I will have to keep an eye out for that, but we'll see if that does happen. I don't think it will. I think I have my stuff balanced pretty nicely down here, but there's always that chance that I blow a breaker with it. But I really don't think that'll be a problem. I really don't. I should really knock on wood for that one too, because that might come back to haunt me. I think it pulls like 2,000 watts, so it said when it's under like full heat up load, which is kind of insane. What filament am I going to load in this one too? That's the other thing I have to figure out. I don't know yet. Yeah, let's do that green, actually. I want to load that in one.
Yes, you can. No, let's do this.
Well, what color? Yeah, we can load the purple in it. Which one? Dark or light? I don't want to run sparkle through it yet. I don't want to clog it. We do the dark purple, the green. I'll do that after everything's loaded up, but yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna have to recalibrate it anyway though, because after the firmware update. So I'm probably not gonna be able to print with this for a while. So honestly, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna end the stream here, and then we'll have a video out in a few days on this, or well, a few weeks probably when I have a video talking about it. But now I have to test it. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I mean, basically no one's here at this point because it's basically like a back stream most of this thing. But yeah, H2D, it is here doing things. I should not touch it while it's doing this. Actually, I should let it do its thing. But yeah, Astrum's still here. Thanks for hanging out, Astrum. It's been a while since I've seen you, so I do have plans to do more streams, actually. Enjoy building your Vora. Post some pictures of the server, actually. I want to see what you got going on there. But I do have plans with this thing. I just have to do the calibrations now, unfortunately, so I will suffer through these. But after that, I'll print some stuff and post to the server. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. Yeah, I've been sick and not available in the mornings here. Oh yeah, I forget, you're in Arizona time, so it's Arizona Western. What is that? Yeah, West Coast time. So yeah. Anyway, I am going to end the stream, guys, and then go mess with my new toy. I will post updates to the server. If you're not in the Discord, link down below. So I'll see you guys next time.